Hello and welcome to Good Clean Gaming. I'm your host Shilindo, and today we're playing more Cities Skylines. So I found the answer. The reason why we've been having all these issues and we could never figure it out. We needed buyers for the goods, but we weren't getting any commercial demand. All our demands were empty, and we couldn't figure it out. I figured it out. It's a bug, and they are working on it already. Apparently, and this is going to get a little technical, but apparently in the simulation, your citizens can visit only a set number of places. There's a limit on how many they can visit. And so the parks are visitor locations as well as the commercial buildings are visitor locations. All the citizens, because the parks were really close to them, all the citizens were visiting the parks. If I look in here, you can see all the people at these parks. None of them were going shopping. They were all going to the parks instead of shopping. Because they weren't shopping, there were no demand for additional commercial buildings. Because there were no demand for additional commercial buildings, the industrial park didn't have anywhere to sell their goods, and they started going out of business. So this whole thing has happened because of parks, because I started putting parks everywhere to get the leisure up. So here's what we're going to do. We need to upgrade these roads because we're going to have a lot of high commercial stuff in here. We have 701,000, thankfully, because of our tax policy currently in place. We are going to redesign the circle because once we delete the parks, we're going to get a bunch more commercial demand, and it's better for us to do it now in one fell swoop than to do it all later. So, yeah, let's go through all these roads, start subtracting. All this you gotta do. Oop. City roads. Get rid of you and you and you. Delete roads. Delete roads. I'm trying to make this interesting. All I'm doing is deleting all the roads. Didn't help, did it? Nah, it didn't. Delete roads. So now we're going to all those zones should be gone except for the ones that I need to get rid of. There should be a road right there, and there's roads here which I can get rid of if I needed to. Okay, so all this should disappear. So we're gonna make the bigger road through the center here, and oh, we got a. There's a park we're going to get rid of. There's a park we're going to get rid of. Get rid of some of those telephone poles. Lightning poles? Electric poles. Yeah, that's English. What is this? Let's go ahead and move everything out that we want to keep. We want to keep that. We want to keep you. General store, no. I want to keep this thing. Oh, no. Relocate. Them to there for now. I think that's it. I think if we unpause, all those should disappear pretty quickly. And we're going to draw a line through the middle and redo this whole thing. Yes, yes, go away. Go away. Here, I'll help. Go away. I command you to go away. There we go. Close enough. So, I'll go ahead and let it keep running so they'll slowly get out of the way. So we're going to have one going down this way. We're going to have one going this way. Those are the appropriate sizes. So, we know where our center is now. I'm going to waste a lot of money doing this. I apologize for that. I'm sure it hurts some people out there. So if I delete you, and then I come over 1, delete you, make sure that's over 1. Make sure this is over 1. Make sure this is over 1. There's our cross right through the center. Is that large enough? No, it's not. How much further do we have to go for this? I think it's 2 notches, which is right. Nope, too far. That is exactly right. Line and then 1, 2. Yes, that's perfect. So line and then 1, 2. I think I can get 1, 2 just by going here that too far? Yes. Gotta get it just right. 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Now you see, you notice already our commercial demand's going up, but it's going to skyrocket once we actually remove the parks in the area. So let's make our circle. That's go to there, 1, 2, and then over. Go to there, 1, 2, over. Go down here, 1, 1, 2, and over. Go to here, 1, 2, and then over. That's one part of the circle. Next one is, I'm wondering if this one actually, if it actually gets bigger the further out you go. So if you go out 2, let's see if it still works going out 2. 1, 2. So here's the test. Does this curve still work? 1, 2. No, it doesn't. Maybe I have to multiply. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay, so it does. The circle does have to get larger. I'm sure there's a mathematical principle behind this that I just don't know. 2. The radius of the circumference of the pie of the cookie. I just made all my math teachers very sad by making that statement. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that looks pretty close to a perfect circle. Not exactly. I used the wrong roads. Which one do we want to go with? Let's go with these. I should have got the right roads to begin with, but go now, I believe. That looks nice. And then we got to go one more out, I think. 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Now, the question is it even further this time, or is it the same? 4, 1, 2. It is further. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is close. How about 6? Is it additive or multiplicative? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, so it's additive. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I forgot my road, but that would fit perfectly now, wouldn't it? I don't want to mess this up when we're this close to being done with it. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And then go 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And then go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Perfect circles, even with larger roads. And when I say perfect circles, I mean look at how good the grid is. The grid almost fits perfectly, almost as if this was like a square. So that's that. We have some commercial demand, but we want more. What we're going to do is I'm going to first, well, actually, yeah, I'll go ahead and zone this in. Maybe I can actually exhibit the bug I'm talking about. We'll zone this in here, and we'll connect a power line to it. I wonder if it's going to actually show very well what I'm talking about or not. So those will start zoning in. You notice we haven't had demand for a long time. Now all of a sudden we have industrial demand. But those will zone in. Well, let's add a little more just to get the, we want to get the demand down to 0. It's going to be hard to exhibit this now that I've destroyed all the commercial, but just trust me, the bug is there. and I'm sure they're already working to fix it. I've really been impressed with Colossal Order as a developer. Working with basically anybody working with Paradox nowadays feels like a good developer. I don't know, they have a different feel about them than most other companies. I've had bad run-ins with some developers, and this, I don't know, this one just feels really good. So the demand is basically nil. Go ahead and finish the circle here. And it's not going to be going up that much. Trying to fill in the demand so I can actually exhibit what I'm talking about. We're back down to nothing again, but it is rising. Alright, you can see how fast they're coming in. Okay, so let's go to parks. We're going to I'm going to pause it so I can do this in one go. I'm going to destroy all the parks. This should free up the visitor slot. But you might say, well, what about your leisure? Your leisure's really going to suffer. And it's going to prevent people, it's going to reduce land value and prevent people from being able to upgrade. People are going to start moving out. Land value being short. Yes, they will do all these things if I just delete all those leisure areas like I have to do right now. But what I did is I have an asset editor on this game, and I have created a park. It's a little stronger than the normal parks. I didn't get the values right, but I want to play the game and not be in the asset editor right now. So it is what it is. But basically what I did was I created parks, but I created them in a way where they don't allow any tourism. So if you look at this one, this actually has a I didn't title it right or anything, but the basic result of this is that, well, we can actually see the land values go down if I unpause it. Bloop. You see how bad it is. So that means I got rid of all of them. So the basic result is that, what was I even talking about? Oh yeah, I modified the park in the editor, and what it does is it actually has 0 visitor slots. And this should prevent citizens from going here as a visitor and taking up a slot and not going to the commercial. Now what's going to happen is all these citizens will be going to commercial areas to make them happy. They'll be visiting those instead of visiting parks. The commercial areas will make more money. Because the commercial areas are making more money, there'll be more demand for commercial areas, and having more commercial areas will give us more demand, it'll get rid of this error here, this need people to buy stuff, basically, that the industrial place has been shutting down because of, and then everything's going to be okay. So everything's going to turn blue. This thing, like I said, is a little stronger than it should be. But it is a bug that I'm trying to work around here, so please try to understand. Another one over there. Another one here. And commercial demand should keep going up even higher than... You remember how we were stuck at 2 circles? It should continue to fill in now without all the parks there. So if you don't believe me, try it in your own game and you'll see that this is the case. Parks seem to do that. Now the bug may be fixed by the time you watch this video, because I'm going to be looking out for new versions and getting those installed as soon as they come out. But yeah, they may already be done by the time this video goes up. So demand's going up even though I have stuff already painted for it. So it's actually going up faster than buildings are being built, which is pretty cool. I think by the end of this episode, hopefully, a lot of this will fill in. I'll even add an extra row. Oh, no, wrong size. I want the high density out here. We're going to go all the way out with high density. None of that low density stuff. And this whole circle will be filled in. And we'll probably have to move our commercial operations out even further. I just don't know what that's going to look like yet. So as these commercial areas fill in, we're going to start seeing some of the industry come back because they're going to have places to sell those. All this stuff will be better. Everyone will be happy. I'll be making tons of money. That's for sure. We need to rezone some of this stuff as well. We unzoned a large portion of the map here, so we're going to rezone it all. Oop. Oop. And oh, we got our buildings we need to put back in. Let's drag those back over. Relocate this into the interior. Relocate this into the interior. There. And relocate this somewhere. Certainly there's a place here. We all want a metro in this area. This will actually help out the commercial area grow even faster, having the throughput of the metro. I noticed that it will jumpstart anything. It's very, very efficient. Let's connect this this tube here. I think it may already. Yeah, as soon as I moused over, it saw the new line and went ahead and grabbed it. Yeah. Well, let's also add one here because we're gonna need more industrial as soon as this thing kicks on. Right here, and we'll add a tube here to here on the north-south line, and go ahead and drag a line up there. There we go. Awesome. Look at all those people piling out of the metro. That is awesome. So many people using it. Boom. There's another one. This is the first time I've actually seen them come out of the place. But you can see so many people are using this thing to go to the commercial area. This is going to really encourage. And this is why we weren't seeing this earlier. We weren't seeing anyone coming out and going to the shops because they were all going to the parks. They were using the metro to go from one part of the residential to another part of the residential and just visiting parks all day. Now that those parks are gone, we're finally seeing people come out and go to these shops. I keep repeating myself, but I'm just so amazed that I finally found out what was causing this bug, and we fixed it, and now we're seeing some really amazing pedestrian simulation here. Wow. I could literally watch this all day. Okay, fine. I can figuratively watch this all day. Oh, this is the park my wife and I put together in the asset editor. Put a swing set, tables, a fountain in the middle, and pedestrians will actually use this thing. But I actually thought I turned this off so there'd be no tourists. Oh well. For whatever reason, it seems to be working. If it turns out these are also reducing commercial demand, I'll see if I can fix them and, you know, re-add them if I have to. Oh, that's a different part. Fresh water. Oh, yeah. We need to add fresh water up here and power. Why would you... Oh, yeah, that's the station. That's right. Station's like, what in the world's going on up here, guys? You put us here in the middle of nowhere, and then you don't want to give us water? All right, then. I guess I'll give you some water. Over and over. Not over. Can't quite fit that one in, can I? I'll have to wait. We just won't zone that far up. Commercial demand's still going up. And you see, if you remember from the last couple episodes, we could never get this far out with high demand. The demand just wasn't there. this whole circle is going to fill up, and then the one outside of it is going to fill up. So it seems to be working. I don't know what's up with that, other than the bug I've already described. But hopefully they get that fixed soon, so I can use all the other parks again. I prefer to use the stock stuff for my first playthrough, just to get the vanilla experience. But anyway, you do what you gotta do. Taxes are too high on some of these places. I'm gonna go ahead. I found that 13% is usually where most people are happy, so I'm gonna bump everything down to 13. We still are fine. 9% is the default. We can go up higher than that without very much impacting the growth. I'd like to go even lower, but I kind of like accumulating all this money right now. Anywhere else I need to fill in? Oh, that's commercial, isn't it? Did the wrong thing over here. Let's fill that back in like this. There. Better. Oh, got more industry up here. We can paint. Paint. There's something about painting these things in that it's very satisfying. I'm almost sad to say that. Okay, that's where all our new industrial is going to come in once these once the commercial fills up enough to actually start increasing demand for industrial. Everything's on the mend, though. We are growing finally again. Things are better. We have tons of money. We're going to build all kinds of services to make these people happy. Everything's going to be cool. So I hope you come back for the next episode. Feel free to click on that subscribe button on your screen. That's for your convenience in case you want to see future videos like this. It does help me out, but I want what's best for you guys, and if you guys want to subscribe, that's what I want. If you guys just want to watch, I'm okay with that too. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. And remember, keep it clean.